I will not be going with doing my own body work. I'm trash at it.
Yo, Luca, what the f is this?
The kid is unbelievable.
Yo, it's Keese. Welcome back to the channel. I know y'all got questions where I've been at. I was on a cool little smooth roll, at least one video a month. But now we finna get back to it. But before I get into any more details, let me show y'all my new helper, man. Introduce yourself.
What's up, y'all? My name is J-Rock, and I'm helping my dad with the new Fender today.
Yeah, J-Rock in here, man. This is my youngest son. He wanted to come down here and rock with me on the car. We had some issues with the internet, so he can't be online with his boys. He said, Dad, let me rock with you today. So that's what we on, man. Come rock with us. Hey, get your popcorn, get your icy, and let's get it going, man. Kick your toes up. Kick them crunchies up, man. Let's go. All right, as you can see, the fender is removed from the driver's side. And if y'all remember, the fender had a huge dent in the front of it because the previous owner got in a crash. And that's what messed up the suspension. That's why we had to redo the suspension and all of that stuff. And of course, as you see, we removed the transmission and the motor. That's another video though. I'm not gonna get into that. Y'all will see that eventually. But what me and J-Rock got going over here is this fender. So what we have going on, this is the original fender. So as you see, the primered fender here, but I didn't want to have to deal with this dented. I didn't want to have to deal with this dented front part of the fender. So we're done with that. But what I will do, so what's going to happen today is we're taking this wheel well off of here, and we're taking the wheel well off of this, and we're going to swap that over onto this one. Then, the only issue I have with this fender is this piece here that we're going to cut out and then weld back in a piece from our original fender. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's always good to have spare parts. And then we're going to clean everything up, sand her down. Just like we're going to sand down the rest of the car. Well, not the whole thing, but where scratches are in the original primer that they had when they started it. And then smooth this thing out. So, rock with us. Come on up over here. All right, so what the plan is for us is we need to get all of these bolts off right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's 6, maybe 7. All right, so we need to find the size. Looks like the size is 1/2 inch. Okay, so 1/2 inch. Let's put the family here. This is the family. This the homies right here. You know what I'm saying? So now you come on this side. We're gonna put them over here. We're gonna be working around this, so we wanna bring them up a little bit. What we're gonna do is try to break these open because they're real rusty in here. You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna help us with that. So it's a big boy, so you're gonna need 2 hands. Woo. All right, so look at this, right? So this is a power way to do it, so you don't have to sit here and you just hit the trigger and you're good. But the downside for you is this thing is
too heavy,
super heavy. So you got to use 2 hands. Okay, so let's start over here. Let's get this going. Just put it on and you. Oh, sorry. So you see these arrows here? So the arrows on here, this is pointing forward. That means when you press this trigger, it's going to drill the screw or the bolt or whatever in. this arrow that's pointing back towards you means it's gonna
squeeze it out.
take it out.
Okay.
So that's what we want to do. We want to take it out, right? Boom. See, these are rusty, so it's gonna take a little extra. That's what it's like, son.
It's a little
You gotta learn to get. You gotta get in the mix with it. Let's see.
It's a little too rusty. Of course, you can see them turning the entire color of rust.
Wow. Little bracket broke. Okay. The bracket behind this one,
It broke.
it broke. So, get hand me that big dog right there.
This.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
You gotta do them push-ups, man. Of course you always have that one. Got all of them out except for got all of them out except for this guy. That's because the little brace or bracket or whatever behind it is broken, so now it's just spinning in place. So let's figure out what we're gonna do with that. All right, so what we're gonna do, we cutting him off. I'm not playing no games, man. I'm not gonna sit here struggling with this thing all day. I can't find anything to hold it, the back end, the fastener end on the back, to let it spin out. So we cutting him off. Why you running back there? We got this thing out. I had to cut the last bolt, so it is what it is. I could use the bolts from the other one, so that's what I'm gonna do. And the little clips that keep it secured in. So the cool part is, in terms of what we got here, I'm gonna sand down the inside of this. Like I said, I need to cut that rusty part out on this end. And then I'm gonna cut that out. I'm gonna measure that, cut it out from here. Then I no longer need this fender. And then we're gonna weld that in over here. And from there we gonna keep going. And as you see, my trusty helper over here has just been eating barbecue Lay's chips. So he's been helping me with absolutely nothing. Look at him. Just try it.
I can't do anything.
You see, I took off the wheel well. I was trying to do some other stuff, got sidetracked. My bad. So, this the situation. Let me turn you around. I'm cutting this out here. That's the next thing to do. So what I'm gonna do is cut that out. Measure what I don't know if I could do that though. Matter of fact, I'm gonna measure out right now. And then I'm gonna measure out. Let me see where I'm at. I'm gonna measure out, this is the back end of it. So I'm gonna measure out here, and then I'm gonna draw that out over here. See where I need to cut. And then cut this out. Cut that out. And then we get to welding over here. All right. Sorry for the back and forth. Let's get it. Up here to about there. We're gonna cut out to out here. So let me get some measuring tape real quick and see what that's talking about. Mind y'all, I don't know what I'm doing. I figure back in the day, you feel me, 60s, 70s, 80s, it was the same way. They didn't have internet. They just had to go off books and people who had the know-how in the neighborhood. So that's what I'm doing. All right, so bam. That's about 3 inches from this section here. And I know I'm cutting all the way below, so I'm not worried about below, but about 3 inches up. So you're going 3 inches from there. And then we talking about 3.5. Yeah, about 3.5, a little less than 3.5. I cut in too deep. Fuck. Alright, that's fine. I fucked up. Alright, so you taking this piece and welding it onto the other one. Let's see how good I did with this cut. So it's not bad, but get it in there. I got to weld in a little something because it's gonna be a little messed up there. So we're gonna see. If it's horrible, then I'm gonna just get a new Fender. But all of this is for me to learn how to do this kind of work. So that's the whole point. Let's see what we could do, y'all. You feel me? Let's see. Can y'all see that from your standpoint? So it's all right. It's all right. It's not crazy, but it's all right. I will not be going with doing my own body work. I'm trash at it.